Well, politics taking center stage at the Illinois State Fair in Springfield. Governor Pritzker using some salty language to describe his view of Republicans.
WGN's Mike Lowe is there and is joining us live from the State Fairgrounds with more.
Lourdes and Ben, good afternoon to both of you. No surprise that Governor J.B. Pritzker took center stage here on Governor's Day at the State Fair, providing a very sharp contrast between the Democratic and Republican parties.
You know what works to protect everyday Illinois families? Winning works.
Sounding a note of triumph at the largest annual gathering of Illinois Democrats, Governor J.B. Pritzker bluntly explained why, in his view, Democrats dominate Illinois politics.
Here's their game, everyone. Republicans think that if they lie about something often enough, if they deny the truth long enough, maybe we will start to believe their lies. The problem is this. Here in Illinois, we have a low tolerance for bull.
He touted his party's legislative accomplishments made possible through the Democratic supermajorities in both the State House and Senate, expanding access to abortion, banning semi-automatic weapons, and ending book bans. Those, he says, are the issues voters care about, not the culture wars, he says, are the obsession of the Republican Party.
They say they want to solve real problems, but then they spend all of their time screaming conspiracy theories about the purge, about Disney, about green M&Ms and space lasers.
Also at the breakfast, U.S. Senator Dick Durbin said the indictments against former President Donald Trump would hang like an albatross around the neck of the GOP.
The charges against Donald Trump are the most serious charges ever made against a public official in America.
Later, at the State Fairgrounds, it was Governor's Day.
And to our brothers and sisters in organized labor, I got your back.
A political picnic that attracted hundreds of activists, union workers, and elected officials.
Can we celebrate the women who are Democrats in Illinois?
Secretary of State Alexi Giannoulias said the display of Democratic values was a clear contrast with Republicans.
You know, the Republican Party has changed. They're now the party of Trump, and that's unsettling.
Chicago Alderman Michael Rodriguez made the trip from the city's southwest side to Springfield to celebrate the state's status as the progressive capital of the Midwest.
Illinois is an island of blue in a sea of red here in the Midwest. The fact is, we've had so many different accomplishments here in the state of Illinois.
At the picnic, Governor Pritzker worked the crowd like a candidate, and buzz about a potential presidential run prompted this question.
In a pinch, could you be up for a job like that?
I'm for Joe Biden. I'm fighting for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. They're going to win in November of 2024.
And later this evening, Governor Pritzker is making his way to the Champions Sale. That is the annual auction of prize-winning livestock. Now, tomorrow here on the fairgrounds, it'll be the Republicans' turn. They'll have their day in the sun, and they'll be out here mingling with the people as they press their political message. Reporting live from the State Fair in Springfield, Mike Lowe, WGN News.